Hello friends, this is Terry here today with the Venus and Jupiter conjunction. I'm going to do these little mini transits because so many of these conjunctions come around every year. But every year they have a little bit of a different flavor to them. So I will tell you about this is 2022. I'll tell you about what the Venus-Jupiter conjunction is like specifically to this year. But every year, you can, if you are watching this at a different time, you can always learn the basics of what it means when Venus and Jupiter come together, and it will just be slightly different flavored. Like this year, Venus is in Pisces, and Venus is exalted in Pisces. She is really shining her light, and that's why I had to wear a tiara. And I found this beautiful little nature throne. I love this tree. It feels to me like a queen's throne as Venus is exalted, meeting up with Jupiter. It almost feels like a royal wedding. And I love Venus and Jupiter coming together, conjoining for a lucky kiss. This is one of those luckiest transits. We've had a lot of good, juicy, lucky transits this year in 2022, surprisingly. And we love to record these astrology videos out in nature here in Central Oregon. And today we saw a golden eagle right here on the Metolius River. And this is about, I think this is the third golden eagle that we've seen. We saw a golden eagle fly by when we were at the Billy Lake Chinook, is that what it is? And then we saw a golden eagle when we were filming out in Terrebonne. Oh my gosh, and we never get the golden eagle on camera. Such an elusive, spiritual, mystical, beautiful animal in full flight. If you ever get to see a golden eagle up close and personal, I am just hoping and manifesting with this Venus-Jupiter conjunction. This is a manifesting energy. So I'm just going to put my intention to manifest that we are able to capture that golden eagle sometime this year. Maybe it'll just swoop down and fly down. As I'm talking about Venus and Jupiter, that would be truly magical. And Venus rules the heart and love and beauty. And Jupiter controls expansion. Anything Jupiter touches expands. And Jupiter is also about having faith and trust. But Jupiter is that king. Remember, if you've seen my Jupiter reports before, Jupiter is like the mighty king, and you can ask him for whatever it is you want to manifest, especially right now if you're a Pisces. But whatever sign Jupiter is in, that is your lucky year to ask the king for what you want to manifest. So when Jupiter and Venus come together, they are like a powerhouse couple, kind of like Mars was a powerhouse couple, but they have a little bit of a different flavor. They say that Jupiter and Venus don't always get along great in their relations, and when they come together in this conjunction, this kiss, it's almost like they're dating. And I honestly think they don't get along that well because they have so much in common. Have you ever dated somebody who's just a little bit too much like you? It's like they are like a mirror, like in Lakesh, like you're just looking at yourself too much. And Jupiter is all about making those Benjamins and money, money, money. And then of course Venus loves luxury items. Venus loves art and beauty, but really expensive things. So you would think this power couple would get along, but they're almost too close. They're kind of too looking in each other's eyes like a mirror and seeing things they don't like you're too obsessed about money, but hello Venus, you're obsessed about money too. You like those luxury. This is a time we can really want to splurge on some jewelry or just buy something really fancy, but be careful not to over shop with this Venus-Jupiter conjunction. The way I like to align with the energy of this transit is for manifesting. This is a manifesting moment. This is a law of attraction. Like attracts like. Get your vibe high and see what beautiful opportunities can come at this time. And Venus and Jupiter are like the beautiful ones. If you've ever gone to a homecoming dance, this would be like the homecoming queen and the homecoming king Venus and Jupiter, they're both so popular and good looking and wealthy, and they've got like everything going on, and they come together and they just shine so bright. But I almost look at this as like a whole drama going on in our starry skies, because remember, Venus was just conjunct with Mars just recently, and they were a powerhouse couple. They can be very destructive when Venus and Mars come together, and these cycles happen every year in early, like winter going into spring. Venus and Mars do come together for a conjunction, and it usually lasts a couple days to a week. This year, the Venus and Mars conjunction lasted longer than ever. I'm recording this in 2022, and Venus and Mars were together for months this year, and they caused all kinds of havoc. Many people believe that the war in Russia and Ukraine really came of this Venus-Mars conjunction, where Venus was rising as morning star in all of her divine glory and conjuncting with Mars. And then Venus and Mars just recently separated, and now here comes Jupiter conjuncting Venus in her divine glory as morning star. You can see this conjunction. If you go out in the early morning, you can see the whole star sky drama playing out, with Mars is still hanging pretty close by, and now Jupiter's swooping in, and it's like he's gonna take Venus out on a date now. And if you watch this in 2022, it'll be on April 30th. Watch in the early morning just before dawn, you will see the brightness of Jupiter and Venus conjunct, creating a really beautiful, brightest star. The two most popular, homecoming queen and king, shining bright for all to see in the early morning hours. And then in a few weeks, Mars is going to come up the rear, and now I look at Mars as like, hey, why are you taking my girl out on the homecoming dance? You know, and Mars is going to come, and Mars will conjunct Jupiter, and that'll be interesting this year. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to do a whole transit reading on the Mars-Jupiter conjunction that will happen in a few weeks after this one. But this Venus-Jupiter conjunction in 2022 is landing exactly at the same time as the Taurus solar eclipse on April 30th. So we have an eclipse and we have Venus-Jupiter conjunction. There's just a lot going on. But with these two beautiful planets that represent love, wealth, abundance, and Venus with all of her heart, and Jupiter with all of his faith and hope, we can only hope that love, joy, and peace will prevail. And Venus shining bright in all of her divine love energy, meeting up with Jupiter, who only wants you to be able to manifest all that you desire. I would love to know what you would like to desire most this year, and for this Venus-Jupiter conjunction, leave it in the comments and I will send distance Reiki to whatever you are trying to manifest. And this is a time to get really clear about what it is you want to manifest, and this can be a good time for love and money. This is such an auspicious day, and Venus conjunct Jupiter will also bring harmony and happiness and deep connection with your loved ones. There can be a really good day to, honor your relationships. If you can go away on like a romantic rendezvous weekend with this Venus-Jupiter conjunction, it would be beautiful. Or maybe you're looking for love. This is a really good time to find that twin love. If you're scheduling a really hot date, pick a good one for this night, because this is going to be a hot, passionate, love, steamy kind of energy. This Venus-Jupiter conjunction is a time to enjoy the benefits of all your good karma from your past good deeds and hard work, and you can become a magnet for money now, and beautiful things will just come to you naturally now. Your mantra for this day is let good things come to me, and they will. And it will be your inner radiant energy, warmth, and friendliness coming from your heart that is attracting these good things to you now. And you won't have to work so hard or struggle under this influence. And the people who are lucky enough to be born with this transit, they never have to work hard for their money. They usually come to great wealth by doing what they love, and the money follows. And when you're doing work that you're passionate about, you never work a day in your life. So this is the kind of energy we can experience with this Venus conjunct Jupiter. And this is such a friendly transit to re-emerge out into the world and engage socially and just allow the universe to find surprising ways to bring you brand new opportunities that will delight you. This is a law of attraction, like attracts like vibe. So get in your joy, get in your heart space, and see what you manifest when you are radiating that divine love. No matter how hard your life is right now, no matter what's going on for you, look for the joy to show up on this day. Look for the rainbows in the storm. And relationships will be a major focus of this conjunction. This is one of the best transits ever for falling in love and just finding your soulmate. And it would be the perfect time to take a honeymoon if you've just got married. And you should take advantage of any financial offers, investments that show up. There is a heightened probability of increasing your wealth on this day. So this is the perfect transit for you to put an offer on a home you wish to buy, or if you're selling your home, you will receive lots of offers on a Jupiter conjunct Venus day. And I have my real estate license if you want to list really quickly before Jupiter and Venus conjuncts. And there can be also unexpected windfalls, especially if this transit is showing up in your 2nd or 8th house. If this transit is in your 2nd, 5th, or 8th house, really, you might want to buy a lottery ticket on this day. And whenever I see these kinds of lucky transits, when I'm reading someone's astrology chart, I'll tell them this one day you should really buy your ticket. And if you win, I only ask for 3% as your astrologer. And one day I tell you, this is going to pay off. I just know it. I just did some astrology charts for people who have 2nd house of this conjunction. Come on, let's do it. And this is one of those lucky days when the stars will just align for luck in love and money. This is a very lucky windfall kinds of transit, and I am wishing you all that you desire on this lucky Venus-Jupiter conjunction day. May you receive all that you desire. And remember to put whatever it is you want to manifest in the comments below. I'm going to be doing some distance Reiki using this powerful Venus-Jupiter conjunction energy to just send distance Reiki for manifesting. This is something I love to do with distance Reiki, and I'll sing it in my singing bowl, and I'll send the distance Reiki to whatever it is you want to manifest. And maybe you'll manifest a win for a free astrology chart if you like and subscribe and leave a comment below. I give away a free astrology chart every month on the full moon report, and this might just be your lucky day to win one, especially if you have, wherever Venus and Jupiter is in your chart. You can see what house Pisces is at 27 degrees for this Venus Jupiter in 2022, but every year we get this Venus Jupiter conjunction. So I wish you all the luck, and thank you so much for watching.